Howdy, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a watercolor Father's Day card. We're going to be using these paints, some watercolor paper. We're going to use this alpha die set, and we're going to cut letters out of Deco adhesive laminate. We're going to start out by attaching our watercolor sheet onto our board. The sheet is cut at 4.5 by 6. That way we have room to trim it so that it'll fit on an A2 size card. We're going to use this rinse well water station to make sure that we keep the water clean for our paintbrush. We have to start out by taking our laminate sheet and cutting it down a bit so that we can take our letters. We're going to be watercoloring the word happy. It's actually going to be more of a negative watercolor, and I'll show you what that means. So we're going to tape our letters down so that they don't shift while we're trying to cut them. Then we take our acrylic sheets for our die cut machine and sandwich laminate in the middle to be the meat of our sandwich. Now we do have to die cut the letter P one more time to spell the word happy. So now we place our die cut letters on our watercolor paper and we make sure that they line up to spell the word happy. So that's why we're going to use our T-square to make sure that they are in an even line. We're going to use our tool-in-one to help us remove the backing off the adhesive laminate. The good thing about using the adhesive laminate is that as long as you keep the backing pieces of your letters or whatever you die cut, you can, if you place them back on your piece, you can reuse them for a later project. Now that the letters are on the watercolor paper, we can take our paintbrush and our paint. I like to dip the brush in the well first. And just kind of brush it over the letters. You could paint this in whatever color the recipient likes. I'm going to paint maybe sort of in an ombre effect. If the water is too dirty for you, all you have to do is push this little blue button and it plunges the dirty water out and then fresh water comes back in. I'm going to wet the top a little bit over again to help the paint that I'm going to put up top. So we could just let the paint dry, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to take our heat embossing gun and quicken that paint drying time. Yep, it's dry, but I'm going to paint over it once more to change the look a little bit because I don't like how it's turning out. I like going for more of a wet on wet look because it just looks prettier than me. But there are lots of different ways to paint. You may notice that there's some warping going on here. There are a couple of things you can do about that. First, you have to wait till it's done drying, and then you can either put it under a stack of books, like a heavy stack, and that'll help smooth it out. Or what you can do, what we're going to do, is we're going to adhere it with tear tape to the card base, and that will actually help smooth it out also. Yeah, that's pretty well dry. So we're going to take our painter's tape off. So we've got our piece and it's painted. Now we take our tool-in-one and remove our letters. And where our adhesive laminate sheet was, our letters remained the color of the paper. Now it did slip a little, apparently, under the A, but that's okay because, well, it's a homemade card. So, but pretty much, those letters that we cut were really good about keeping our paper nice and crisp. Again, it's a homemade card, so if it was perfect, they might not think you actually made it. So we're gonna grab our paper trimmer and trim. Again, I use an A2 size card, so we're cutting it down to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Now here's our card base, and I like to use a nice Teflon bone folder to set that crease. So I think if we trim it down a little, it'll give it a nice little border of the cardstock from the card base. So we're just going to trim off this extra purple. This tear tape is from Want to Scrap. You make sure to smooth all the tape down so that way nothing comes off. And then you just take your little tool-in-one and it'll help you to remove the backing. You can find alphabet dies at the dies-r-us.com website. I will have some listed below this in the description box of this video. This way we have a nice little border above and below our watercolor paper. To finish this piece off, we're going to stamp the word Happy Father's Day and place it, well, to finish this card off, we're going to stamp the word Father's Day and place it right under the word Happy. We're also going to take some dewdrops and place them on our card. We're going to use the top of this to help us out. I like the little diamonds. But let's put the word Father's Day on here first, and then we'll know where to stick our embellishment pieces. So there's the word day. And there's our word fathers. So we're just going to get our little scrap of paper and stamp the words Father's Day on here. Make sure that it's lined up. And we'll just take some Versacolor to stamp our sentiment. So we just need to trim the word Father's Day, and we'll just use our paper trimmer for that. And we'll just take our scissors and do a little snipping. Then we will take some foam tape and mount that onto the card. Let's put a little bit of embellishments on that. First off, I want to design where we're going to put all this. Let's figure this out. We could do black or pearl or clear. I like the black. To add a bit of visual interest, you try to make a triangle with where you place your embellishments. These diamonds and the rest of this assortment are dewdrops from the robin's nest. Now these dewdrops don't come with an adhesive backer on the back of them, so you have to have a good glue, good liquid glue to place on the back of them. There you go, there's our little card. Remember, you can use any of your dies to create a watercolor scene like this. I just happen to want to use the words happy since Father's Day is around the corner. I hope you guys stay safe, stay healthy, stay crafty. I'll have details in the description box below this video. And if you like what you saw, please click the like button. If you want to stay in touch with my videos that are coming, click the subscribe button. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment box, which is right below the description box. Have a great day. Bye.